You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Kaitlyn Clark and her impact on WNBA growth, and we've got some numbers now that shows exactly what she has done to the ticket interest, really for the whole league, because I think particularly, for example, the Las Vegas Aces, they've seen a massive growth in ticket sales. Well, it just so happens that we just got through with 10 days of Kaitlyn Clark, Aja Wilson drama that was wrapped around a Nike signature shoe. All right? Because, this is supposed to be their greatest star in the league right now. And yet my comment sections of my videos were like, I've never even heard of her. And that goes to tell you, and kind of the reason Diana Taurasi's so bent out of shape and so jealous, it's because the league just probably increased by potentially double or triple the amount of fans that it previously had. And these WNBA old school players are angry. They're mad. Why? Because they couldn't move the needle. Now, in case you're wondering, I said, I can't wait to watch Kaitlyn Clark play tomorrow night. Well, I don't know about that now, because her 2 games in the preseason are buy-em games. WNBA Plus League Pass or something like that. It's $2.99 a game to watch her play. So, I don't know. I might break down and buy it anyway. I don't know. Or at least that first game against the Dallas Wings, I'll consider it. My God, hell has frozen over. So, Kaitlyn Clark's impact right here. WNBA ticket sales are up 93% as Kaitlyn Clark fuels demand. Guys, 93% across the entire league. All right? I mean, it's the Fever, it's the Chicago Sky, because they got Angel Reese and Camelia Cardozo, and the Las Vegas Aces. And again, I think a byproduct of that is a lot of the interest that was going on around the drama over a Nike shoe. I'm just saying. And, of course, Kaitlyn Clark. And a lot of these games are against Clark, right? So, I don't know if those games against the Indiana Fever, who wasn't very good, who knows what those ticket sales were like previously. Now they're sold-out games. So, that gives you a difference right there. The arrival of Kaitlyn Clark and other college stars into the WNBA is fueling demand for tickets ahead of the 2024 campaign, with StubHub seeing sales growth of 93% compared to last season. This is very interesting. The Indiana Fever, who selected Iowa Hawkeyes sensation Clark as the number 1 overall pick in last month's WNBA draft, are at the forefront of this growth, with a 13-fold increase in sales for StubHub. I would assume that is 13 times. I mean, just a guess. Anyway, 13-fold. I think I don't know. Same thing. The online ticketing platform ranks defending champions, the Las Vegas Aces, as the most in-demand WNBA team, based on cumulative ticket sales for 2024 as of the 30th of April. This puts the Aces ahead of the Liberty, the Fever, Seattle Storm, and Chicago Sky, who make up the top 5. StubHub noted that ticket sales for the Aces nearly tripled, up 190% compared to the same time last season, with the franchise also set to host 3 of the top-selling games of the season, which is more than any other team. Well, hold on a second. Now, the Aces moved their Kaitlyn Clark game to a stadium that holds, I think, 8,000 more fans, and it's going to be a sellout. So that's the equivalent of nearly an entire extra game. All right, so I don't know how much that might have skewed that one game, skewed the numbers, and a lot of these games are being played in bigger stadiums when Kaitlyn Clark's coming through. So think about that. Clark's signing has also meant Fever games away are the 10 best-selling games of the season so far, with the exception of one Aces game. There you go. StubHub Avs, the average price of tickets sold across teams in the WNBA jumps 80% when the Fever are in town. The average ticket price for Fever's away games set at $175, the highest of any team. There you go. That's the power of Kaitlyn Clark right there. StubHub also saw traffic jump after Clark announced she would be entering the WNBA draft. Makes sense. Average daily visits for the Fever climbing 15-fold, I guess 15 times, compared to the day prior. I don't know that that's a big surprise. So that's very interesting. Again, Phil Cook, WNBA Chief Marketing Officer, described this as Tiger Woods entering the PGA Tour. And I don't know if you guys remember what that was like when he showed up, but it was ratings unlike anything that really and truly golf had seen prior. So it's pretty impressive. It really is. So Kaitlyn Clark has made a statement about competing for the title this year, the WNBA title, and she is keeping this in perspective. Look, the Indiana Fever are in a playoff drought, all right, a long one. So she's talking more about playoffs as opposed to a championship run, okay? Yeah, I think a championship is certainly where our organization wants to get back to. But I think our goal this year is to get back to the playoffs, building blocks slowly one step at a time. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. And to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, the Fever advanced to the finals in 2015 and qualified for the postseason the following year. However, the franchise has largely struggled over the past 7 seasons. So that gives you an idea of where she's got to get. Clark expressed optimism about the talent on the Fever's roster, appeared excited to learn from her new coaches. Quote, I think our team and all the talent on our team can really feel the potential that this group really has, and the coaching staff can really feel it. So that gives you an idea of where she's at right now. And she's got a very team-oriented team first, winning games is the most important part. But she is being realistic about it. I mean, if you miss the playoffs 7 seasons, do I expect them to possibly make the playoffs? Yeah, I do. Win the title? Probably not. I mean, look, I don't follow the WNBA till now. And even at that, it's probably going to be centralized to Kaitlyn Clark's games. But I know enough about the league because Tom Brady and Mark Davis are owner. Tom Brady's a minority owner, and, of course, Raiders owner Mark Davis owns the team. So I've digested enough news around him and the Aces to know the Aces are a badass team, at least in this league, thus far. I get that. I understand that. So they got a ways to go to get to that level. Couple of years maybe. That's it. So, in light of the interest around Kaitlyn Clark, this goes out to all the people that watch this channel that are like, the WNBA? Are you nuts? Are any of you guys ponying up $2.99 to watch Kaitlyn Clark? That's going to be interesting to find out. And then are there going to be sales record numbers that come in for League Pass or whatever they call it, WNBA streaming? God, yeah, normally you'd have to pay me $2.99 and then I wouldn't watch it anyway. God, I'm interested to watch this girl play in this league, though. I ain't gonna lie. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.